Okay, let's look at how to render and hand in something. So we made this table with all the stuff on it, right? And first check to make sure it's all correct. Like that's why we have these other viewports. I'm looking at it from the front view, and you want to make it so things are sitting on the table, not submerged in it, right? Because we're just trying to do simple manipulation here, a little bit of practice. So this thing here, I can see that I need to move it up a hair. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, this sphere is down in there, so I move it up. See, this thing here is this box here is the table. I'm looking at it from the side view there. So you don't want anything down inside the table. Okay. More or less, doesn't have to be perfect. Then you get your things situated in your perspective viewport so it looks nice, okay? Don't make stuff that's way off here like this, because what do we need all this empty space for, right? Oops, zoom extends. And we don't really need to see the bottom of the legs. I want to see all the things sitting on the table, kind of like that. All right, so make sure your perspective viewport is active, not these ones. We're trying to render the perspective viewport, okay? We could just hand in the 3ds Max file, but then other people won't be able to see it, and I'll have to open each file and look at it. It's very tedious, and so the usual routine will be to send in a JPEG. All right, so to make a rendering of this, first off, let's go to rendering up in the main menu, render setup, okay? And it gives us this big thing with a whole lot of stuff that we're not going to need to deal with. But we do need to deal with a few things. So the rendering, so again, making sure the perspective viewport is active. If I hit, oh, sorry. See where it says renderer up there? Mine says Arnold. Yours may or may not say Arnold. We're using the scanline renderer, okay? It's significantly simpler, and in the beginning, we want that, okay? And if I hit render, okay, it will, this is a rendering, okay? Pixels. We took a picture of the scene. All right. Scanline render, I hit render. Well, this was the active viewport, okay? And it made a file that's 640 by 480, okay? And these are some preset sizes down here. I'm just in the common tab on render, and you can scroll up and down for output size, okay? If I do 800 by 600, okay, and hit render, it's going to be a little bit higher resolution. That's good, okay? Now, one thing, 800 by 600 as a ratio, okay? That's, this window in the viewport is not a real fixed thing, you know? It depends, you can actually go right here and, you know, change the size of these viewports. It depends on the ratio of your monitor, et cetera. So this isn't really showing the exact rendering area. If I'm going to see the exact area I'm going to render, just go to perspective and then show safe frames, okay? And it shows this is 800 by 600. It's that aspect ratio. So I'm seeing what's actually going to get rendered. Okay. Now I can go to files and choose where it's going to render to, but maybe let's just do it an easier way first. So if I just hit render, okay, got it all set up the way I want it. I hit render, okay, made the rendering, and then right up here is a little save image, okay, and direct it to wherever you want it to go, right? A folder you made, not some random place on the computer, a folder on your media that you're in control of and you know where it is, okay? And where it says save as type, okay, we want to make JPEG, okay? And call it, you know, whatever you want to call it, something that makes sense, objects on a table or whatever, and hit save. This little thing comes up, and as long as this slider is up near best, it'll be good enough quality. Okay, and now we have a JPEG, okay? And that's the thing that you'll hand in. So I'll make a form in the discussion area on Blackboard for each project that we're going to hand in, and I'll include their instructions on how to actually post it in the forum. So I think that's as opposed to emailing them to me and stuff like that, I think that's probably the best way to hand in assignments is to post them on a discussion board. Okay, so look there and I'll have instructions for doing that. Okay, but now you made a JPEG the thing, so we're done with this.